Members of both Hell's Angel and the Vagos motorcycle gang were involved in that shooting that took place on Sunday, and that shooting actually taking place very close to where we're standing right now.
Two rival motorcycle gangs were involved in the shooting that sent 7 people to the hospital.
Motorcycle gangs leaves the Henderson community reeling and 2 people fighting for their lives after police say 7 people were shot.
Rivals in the shadows, the battle beyond borders that threatens the Hells Angels' throne. The Hells Angels are the biggest and most powerful motorcycle club in the world and are well known for their power. Notably, the German chapter is one of the most important and prominent overseas branches. Global repercussions have resulted from this chapter's engagement in illegal operations like drug trafficking, extortion, and violence. The durability of their rule in the criminal underground of Germany, however, may be threatened. The Hells Angels' range of powers has long been unrivaled, but a new opponent shows up, one who blatantly declares, "I've broken almost every law except rape." As they relentlessly pursue their goals, it is clear that they have little regard for morals or ideals. The Hells Angels, however, reject violence. A participant muses, "I stand fearless, thus far I've instilled fear." The continuing power battle in the criminal world escalates. It is a conflict between the established guard and the unproven innovators, between tradition and modernity. Currently, the Hells Angels' dominance varies on 3 fronts. Will a new king take power, or will they be able to maintain their dominance? This conflict represents a turning point in the club's history as it captures the age-old struggle between tradition and change. Leipzig, tucked away on the outskirts of East Germany near the Czech border, has evolved into a battleground for 2 opposing organizations. The infamous Hells Angels veterans and the new United Tribunes made up young immigrants. An undisputed winner will emerge from this collision of cultures and generations. However, what happens when one of the most ruthless biker gangs is purposely provoked on their own territory? In Leipzig, about 2016, 200 United Tribunes came together, enhancing internal cohesion and establishing city control. Almir Kulam Baki, a refugee from the Bosnian Civil War, founded the group in 2004, and they use rocker-like techniques without using motorcycles. Authorities tolerate their overwhelming show, which appeared to be a funeral procession for Vasil, who was killed by the Hells Angels, as it spread into regional factions around Germany. The somber funeral procession was caught on camera and it resembles a real-life version of a tragedy from a movie. The brave United Tribunes, commanded by Soren O, and the Hells Angels, led by Marcus M, engage in combat in the city's center. The Tribunes unleash a continuous attack on the Angels, demonstrating their resolve, and Angel then fires a shot, striking Vasil of the Tribunes and killing him. Vasil passes away from his wounds in the hospital amid ongoing turmoil in spite of the presence of police. Even if the perpetrators have been taken into custody, the fundamental problem, how did it go so bad, remains. After the event, the United Tribunes boldly exhibit determination against adversaries, earning respect for gang rival and the survival. Honoring their fallen comrade as a martyr showcases a resolute stance. Once fear-instilling rockers in the 1970s and 1980s, past leaders now face quick apprehension due to immigration orders. Tensions escalate in Leipzig, with immigrant presence challenging Hells Angels' dominance. Rivals displaying symbols of disrupting their drug trade and security operations face harsh suppression. Angels' arrogance clashes with resistance. A dangerous motorcycle conflict is gradually developing in Western Germany, casting a shadow over the formerly industrially prosperous rural area that is now struggling with a different kind of power dynamics. The second most important battleground for German biker groups after Berlin is Duisburg. Rival motorcycle gangs have been at odds for years, and now their animosity has spilled over into the city's vast and wealthy red light district. The number of young males from immigrant backgrounds joining gangs like Saturas, which were founded by Indonesian immigrants in the Netherlands, is growing. With this injection, a new wave of violence is brought up into the area, one that is marked by violent territorial disputes that break out in the streets. The Saturas made Germany part of their zone of influence in 2012, choosing Duisburg as their operating center. It was in this setting that Ali Osman, aka the Godfather, was chosen by the Dutch leadership to rule Germany. Conflicts between Hells Angels and Saturas in the aftermath were marked by the use of knives and firearms, and they culminated in horrific group fights. When an explosive splinter grenade exploded inside the Hells Angels clubhouse and a betting office in Duisburg in August of 2012, the violence reached startling new heights. The peacefulness of the area is being disrupted by the convergence of various biker gangs, and as their quest for control continues, the once vibrant industrial landscape of Western Germany is now dominated by this unsettling upheaval. In Western Germany, biker gang rivalry takes a new twist as Ali Osman becomes a key police witness. Satura's brotherhood reputation falters due to hidden agenda, unmasking Christian J as informant. Unauthorized alcohol costs €100, existing members pay €5,000. Prospects must maintain a clubhouse. Ali Osman and Christian J face drug and weapon charges. Ali Osman gets a 6-year term, Christian J gets a 2-year probation. Media's extensive coverage on social media platforms fuels a surge in violent crime. Unconventional actions include a rocker breaking norms, a biker urging battle, and another craving online fame. In Hamburg's renowned party scene, the Hells Angels and Mongols clash. California's Mongols, 600 plus strong, challenge the Angels. Can they conquer the infamous club? These gangs vie for dominance in a media-driven conflict, escalating under the spotlight. Reeperbahn, a street with a heavy concentration of sex establishments and one that is firmly under the authority of the Hells Angels, is where the Mongols take a risk by donning their club jackets. The Mongols' president, Erkin Uzun, is swiftly singled out by the Hells Angels, who also steal his motorbike jacket from his home. On Facebook, a transgender man is later seen wearing the stolen symbol. A battle is about to take place as a result of Uzun's vehement online retaliation. The altercation has the potential to shake up the criminal underworld and is also the first for a motorcycle quarrel to be sparked by social media. Erkin Uzun was arrested in December of 2015 on suspicion of having a firearm. Swiss reinforcements help Erkin's group continue to fight. The Mongols declared that their brotherhood's goal is wealth and not causing disturbance, similar to Hells Angels. Dismissing a person's scorn shows that they have the bravery to take violent action, while their lack casts doubt on their honor. A new Swiss recruit encourages beheading, nullifying West contempt. For some weeks, the infamous flashpoint known as the Reeperbahn has been a boiling pot of unrest. 2015's Christmas season ended with a single night that will live in honor. Arash Rujan, the final leader of the Mongols, faced a harrowing assault at his residence. Recounting the incident, he revealed, "My wife and I were at home preparing to watch TV as we stepped onto the balcony for a cigarette. Within seconds, a man approached. He muzzled my wife, his gun trained on her abdomen. Then he directed 12 to 13 shots at me. His hood concealed most of his face except for his distinctive light blue eyes, reminiscent of those on the strip. Both survived the attack, albeit with severe injuries." Law enforcement's stringent crackdown on biker gangs led to the apprehension of numerous key Mongol figures, culminating in the group's dissolution of How It Works in 2016. Even during his incarceration, Arash Rujan remained resolute, asserting that the conflict was far from concluded. "An attack on my family and my ancestral home invites retribution," he warned sternly from his parents' residence. Arash Rujan maintained his resolve and insisted that the struggle was far from even over when he was imprisoned. "An attack on my family in my ancestral home invites retribution," he strongly warned from his parents' home. So, based on the incidents discussed today about the two notorious rivals, what's your opinion about the whole situation? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section and stay connected.